Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to Cam's Retro Gaming. So in this video I wanted to introduce myself. All the videos I've done so far I think have been kind of impersonal, just showing off games, collections, that sort of thing, and not really showing who I am. So I've been gaming for most of my life. I was born in the early 80s. First console was the original Nintendo, then moved on to the Sega Genesis, and then Super Nintendo, and so on and so forth. Today I wanted to show off some of my favorite games, some of the games that meant the most to me. Some of these do have are complete in box, like, you know, they're not loose copies. And I got these because I wanted to have like a great copy of a game that meant a lot to me. For the Super Nintendo, the Game Boy, I do not collect complete in box games unless I just happen to find them. So we'll just start with, in no particular order, Final Fantasy III. Now I traded for this, not this particular copy, but I did trade for this with my cousin. NHL hockey on the Game Gear, and I also got this strategy guide. This is the exact same guide, or the exact one that I got from my cousin. So happy to have it. One of my favorite games of all time. Love that game. Next. The DS is a system I did not have at launch. I just purchased it. You know, I have a 3DS, but I purchased it years after. But I've really been enjoying the Castlevania games on the DS. I've played all three of them. I played all the advanced Castlevania games too, but just love this series. So Dawn of Sorrow, and actually all three of them. So another great series. I love the Game Gear. I just put up a video of my complete Game Gear collection, and I just happen to have a sealed copy of Sonic 2, one of the most common games on the Game Gear. But the Game Gear means a lot to me. I got that as a kid on a family trip, or for a family trip, so that was really cool. So I have great memories of that. Speaking of the Game Boy, here is the Punisher on Game Boy. The Punisher is also my favorite comic character. Just a lot of nostalgia for the character. Not the nicest guy, but he has his reasons. But this is a fun game. Funny fact, I never got past the first level as a kid, and then I kind of realized how you're supposed to play this. So, great game. So, Sega Saturn. Sega Saturn is extremely expensive. I don't buy games unless I find them for a good deal. But Necronomicon, Pinball is a super, super fun game. I don't think it's expensive. And it also has a couple songs by John Petrucci of Dream Theater. So, my good buddy Dan turned me onto this game. All right, Neo Geo CD. This is Sengoku 2. Some amazing pixel art in this game. This is a beat 'em up, but passionate about the Neo Geo as much as you can be without spinning an arm and a leg. So the Neo Geo CD is a great option if you're looking to, collect for it, but not spend crazy prices. It's kind of like the Cadillac of consoles. Very passionate about the Sega CD. One of the best games on the Sega CD is Shining Force CD. And this takes the two Game Boy games, one that was not released in the United States, and combines them in a great experience. So love this game. Also like Shining Force on the Sega Genesis. All right, so PlayStation 1. I got it a few years after launch. Didn't buy a ton of games, but as an adult, as a middle-aged man, I've really been enjoying the PS1, especially some of the more unique titles like Klonoa. I did play through this game, really enjoyed it, and very unique. Some tough levels later on, very stressful, but well worth the time, and also kind of expensive. So, speaking of expensive, probably my favorite Castlevania. And I'm also passionate about the TurboGrafx, or in this case, the PC Engine Duo, or PC Engine CD. So this is Rondo of Blood, legendary game. I've beat this many times. A lot of people cite Super Castlevania as their favorite Castlevania, but this is mine. Just amazing game, branching paths. You know all about it. So lots of other ways to play it. My most favorite console, I would say, is probably the Sega Genesis, and this is one you don't see every day, but Elemental Master, a very fun shooter. I probably could have brought over Sonic 2 or Golden Axe because they're more like childhood important games, but this is just a great game and really fun game. I guess I already said that. Okay, so speaking of weird consoles, 3DO. Now I had this not too long after it launched. Long story. My grandparents got this for my cousin and myself. Crazy money back then. Even now, it would have been like the equivalent of like $500 or $700 back then. So over $1,000 for sure. But Wing Commander 3, Heart of a Tiger. I used to rent this a lot because we had a gaming place that would rent 3DO games, believe it or not. Anyway, I ended up buying the copy that was for rent there eventually, and I played through this game. Just a really fun game. I'm not sure if it holds up now, but it does have Mark Hamill in it, some other famous actors. I think Malcolm McDowell. But yeah, fun game, great story. So that was when you were trying to get Star Wars content without any Star Wars stuff coming out, so you had to play Wing Commander 3 on the 3DO. And last but not least is the Neo Geo MVS console. I don't have an AES anymore. I sold my AES a long time ago. I mean, like 20 years ago. Regret it, but it is what it is. So the MVS is the other affordable way of playing the Neo Geo. And I have my favorite golf game of all time, Big Tournament Golf, aka Neo Turf Masters. So this is an amazing console. It still looks amazing. It still plays amazing. You can't really touch the Neo Geo. Well, guys, I appreciate you watching. Really enjoy making these videos. It's fun to talk about my passion in gaming. I know there's a bazillion channels out there, but I appreciate you watching this one. And you know what? We'll see you guys again real soon.